Embattled BCCI President N. Srinivasan has been successful, at least for the time being, in overturning the move by his detractors to force him to step down from the position. He will continue as board president and will execute his role as president in today's finals at Eden. N. Srinivasan is likely to call a press conference around 4 p.m. this evening to clarify his position on the role of Gurunath Mayappan in the betting scandal. Srinivasan, it seems, will distance himself from the activities of his son-in-law and ask for the toughest action to be taken. Let's cut across on this piece of news. Our managing editor, Rahul Kamal, on the phone line with us. Rahul, there were indications yesterday itself that the numbers were stacked in N. Srinivasan's favor. What is it that finally swung it for him?
Well, this is just a brazen act of defiance by the board president, who is adamant that he will not step down, and the sheer inability of his peers in the board to take a tough stand against him. Whether it is Rajiv Shukla, whether it is Arun Jaitley, and you remember how quick Arun Jaitley and the other BJP members were in asking for Pawan Bansal's resignation after the role of his nephew cropped up in the rail for sale scam. Same yardsticks are not being applied here. This is a massive code of omerta where there's a conspiracy of silence, and Srinivasan is benefiting as a consequence of that. Headlines today, Preeti has been able to put together what happened in Kolkata during the meeting yesterday, and Srinivasan made an offer to his peers in the BCCI. He says, let's make Gurunath Mayappan an example of. Let's put a life ban on him. The other players from the Rajasthan Royals have only been suspended. He wants to put a life ban on Gurunath Mayappan to make it seem as if he won't protect even his son-in-law if he's found guilty. He's trying to distinguish himself from the activities of Gurunath Mayappan, which he says he had absolutely no idea about. Headlines today has reliably learned that about 4 p.m. this evening, N. Srinivasan is likely to hold a press conference where he will clarify his position on the role of Gurunath Mayappan in the betting scandal and the way forward. You would remember there was a possibility of BCCI members, especially those who were in the Sharad Pawar camp, moving an impeachment motion against M. Srinivasan. But given the fact that there are at least 9 or 10 state boards that are still firmly backing M. Srinivasan, and you need at least 24 out of 31 to back an impeachment motion, which is why a lot of the fence sitters are simply looking at the proceedings without jumping in one way or the other. This gives Srinivasan a lot of confidence. This evening, Srinivasan will be at the Eden Gardens for the prize distribution. He will partake in his responsibilities as board president. The BCCI officials I spoke to said this is a public relations disaster to have Srini giving away the prizes after the finals, but there seems to be no alternative. I spoke to Srinivasan this morning. He's very confident now. He realizes he holds the cards because of the way the board constitution is. It just is impossible to get rid of him unless you can get 24 members, and that's not happening at this time. So the BCCI chief, for the time being, has been able to survive this fixed system.
All right, Rahul Kamal, managing editor, thank you for joining us. We're going to get a quick word by my colleague Shivani, who's tracking all the latest developments back in Kolkata. Shivani, it seems 4 p.m. is when this press conference will be addressed by Mr. N. Srinivasan, and in all probabilities, he'll come out all guns blazing, sacrificing his son-in-law for his chair.
He's already set a precedent for it. India Cements was very quick to literally disown Muniappa as a member of the CSK team, even though there was clinching evidence that he was one of performed duties of a team principal, a team CEO, and was even addressed as owners at various points of time. But as Rahul has just outlined, Srinivasan has proposed that Gurunath be given a lifetime ban for any cricketing activities. One can debate on just what this life ban would really mean. But what is clear is that he has brazened it out as far as his position is concerned. I'm outside the Taj Hotel in Calcutta right now, where all the action went down yesterday. And from everything to his body language to the meetings that he had one-on-one with Dalmia, then with Rajiv Shukla, and then at the dinner, it is clear that Srinivasan knows that his position is quite strong. One now has to wait for that 4 p.m. Press briefing by him, where we also learn from our sources that he could actually come out all guns blazing against the faction, the so-called faction that he believes is behind this entire move of, putting him out of his place is concerned.
Well, he gave enough hints only yesterday, where he came back and spoke shortly to the media and said those that faction which is opposing me will pay for it. We will keep getting the latest details on that story. Of course, 4 p.m. is when this press conference is going to take place. Trust the headlines to the Sports Bureau to keep you one up on all developments. With that,